Splatoon 1 in 2022. Why? Well, Nintendo's going to be cutting off the online functionality for the Wii U and 3DS as early as March 2023, so I want to experience the game before they just decide to pull the plug. Now, funny story, I got Splatoon 1 just as the Switch came out and never played it. So what you're seeing here is someone who played Splatoon 2 but never Splatoon 1. And I can say without a doubt that the changes in Splatoon 2 are actually much better than Splatoon 1, I will say. First of all, the map. The map is on the gamepad screen instead of just bringing it up with X in Splatoon 2. Having to look down at a different screen is tedious as all hell, but it does have its good moments. Like, if you've got the ability Recon, you can see what enemies have which weapons, as opposed to just echolocator and point sensor, where you can see where they are. So it's pretty good, but Recon only works if you're in the spawn point, so yeah, you can't see where enemies are and what weapons they have at all times. But it is pretty good. But another thing is that I'm actually a better sniper in Splatoon 1 than in Splatoon 2 because of the motion controls. The motion sensitivity is really good. Like, I can just splat people with a charger, like, left, right, and center in this one, but in Splatoon 2, I'm not as good. So there is definitely some more responsiveness with the motion controls in this one as opposed to Splatoon 2. So comparisons aside, you know how I bought Splatoon 1 as the Switch came out and forgotten all about it? You would not believe how dusty my Wii U was. Like, honestly, it was caked. And it was in a closet. Like, I've not touched it since the Wii U came out. I mean, the Switch came out, sorry, in 2017. Yeah, it's been that long since I even booted up this thing. In fact, it's been so long that I forgot I even had The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD on this thing. So yeah, one of my favorite Zelda games aside from Breath of the Wild, because I even had Breath of the Wild on Wii U before it came out on Switch. Well, with the Switch. But honestly, you forget about a console because it performs so badly, and then a better console comes out, and then you enjoy playing that more. I'm getting off topic here. Like, even my gamepad was out of battery. Jeez. So in this little stint of playing Wii U games, I've also gotten Twilight Princess HD, some virtual console things, and also on the 3DS as well. So, really, I've got all the games that I wanted on Wii U and 3DS, or they just go kaput. But anyway, it took watching that SRB2 dude on stream playing Splatoon 1 that I decided to, you know, dig out the Wii U in the first place. And hi, Kraken! Yeah. And also Chuck Conroy's Let's Play of Splatoon 1 and 2, because once I caught up with Splatoon 2, I caught up with his Splatoon 1 series. It's funny how watching someone play a game that you didn't know that you had made you want to get the game, or, you know, dig out an old console and play it. And hi, I don't know who you are, but get out of here. And set up another ink strike. Double ink strike, just to be sure. Back to the topic at hand. I had to grind to level 10 just to play ranked modes in this. It took a long time. It was the same thing with Splatoon 2, when I was first new to the series. I will say that once Splatoon 3 comes out, I will be able to say that I have experienced the entirety of the Splatoon series and I fell off. Speaking of falling off, Moray Towers. Hey, Nintendo. Do not, for the love of Cali, bring Moray Towers back. Bring Flounder Heights back. It's superior. You can't fall off. and people can't, you know, just climb up and, you know, get a lot of points on you. Flounder Heights superiority. As someone who never played this game and played Splatoon 2 all the time, got up to S+, trying to grind to rank X before Splatoon 3 comes out, but finding himself playing a lot more of Splatoon 1 and a lot more retro games, and hey, we won. I really shouldn't ramble like that. 93 points. I recorded this footage yesterday, and since then, I've slept and went to the gym, so I've completely forgotten about everything that happened. So even though this is post-commentary, you might find some genuine reactions here. And yes, I am A rank. Leveling up works differently. I wish it went back to this one instead of, you know, the thousands of points. Mahi Mahi Resort again! This time we've got a roller. Now I know that it's probably the same people that were in the last match. But yeah, who's playing Splatoon 1 these days? If you're still playing Splatoon 1, then you have an appreciation for more retro games. And the games that actually start series, you know. And I see Blaster, and hey! And get you. Yeah, double kill. Using Among Us terminology in this video. And you got him. And Sprinkler. Setting off a killer wheel. Not the best. If you aim it down. We got a lead on them. Well, one person down, but so are they. You're just going to Inkzuka them. Nice. Oh! I've had so many close calls with killer whales you would not imagine. So now let's set off this Ink Strike and narrowly avoid death, which is very good because we need an advantage right now. And we are in danger, but not anymore. We still have a lead. And I see you there, and I'm dead. Thank you, Luna Blaster Neo. Honestly, what is the most meta weapon in this game that is a blaster? Because I think there's a meta for every weapon class, and narrowly avoid another killer whale. And ink brush. Let's just talk about ink brushes for a sec. Ink brushes are the most annoying weapons in Splatoon. And Splatoon 2. Because if an ink brush or an octo brush gets up in your face, you're dead. You can't really do anything about it. Let's get this Ink Strike and narrowly avoid another killer whale. Jeez, and hi Leader, I'm going to kill you soon. And then get revenge splattered by the heavy splatling. Yikes, dude. But anyway, back to ink brushes. If they get up in your face and start mashing, you're dead. Like, if you're a shooter, well, you'll not have enough time to get enough bullets on them. Or if you're a charger, or a splatling type weapon, then you'll not have enough time to charge up and get enough shots on them. And also, we are disadvantageous right now. Because we're just respawning. We're 2 down. They've got everything back up. So let's see if we can just get the zone back. It's under no one's control right now. Bye-bye ink brush. Someone get that dude. And hello, can I get you please? No? Splat zones. And thank you, E-Liter. Custom E-Liter to be exact. Wow, that is quite the exchange right there. And I'm the only one alive yet again. Is this because people are picking fights that they won't win? I mean, I've been having that problem a lot when I've been playing Splatoon 2. Like, I've noticed that a Kenza splatter shot goes up against an E-liter, for example, or a Jet Squelcher, and obviously the Jet Squelcher is going to win because the Jet Squelcher has range on the Splattershot Pro. Like, I don't get why people pick fights that they won't win. Like an ink brush against the roller. Depending on which one's faster, then one of them's definitely going to lose. And obviously if an ink brush gets up in your face, it's already too late. Unless they've already been damaged, and if you can get one bullet on them, then obviously there's a problem. Like, if an ink brush is hiding in the ink right near me, I won't be able to see it, and it will be a problem. That's why I like echolocator and point sensor, and I'm dead. That is the one killer wheel that I couldn't avoid. A nice killer wheel and ink strike combo from the opposing team right there. We've got 10 seconds left, and we're going to win. Just need to get them out of control of the map, so that as soon as we get into overtime, we can get them out. Just like that. As long as their counter stops, then it's fine. But in Splatoon 2, you have to take the zone. You can't just make them lose control, you have to take the zone afterwards. But jeez. 9 splats and got splatted 7 times. Not bad. And getting my A rank safe again. Alright, next match. Let's go. Splat zones on yet another map that I have no clue about. Like, what's a good vantage point? What's, you know, Splatoon 1 exclusive stages I don't know about. Oh. And it's my favorite music track in the entire game. Which, honestly, I like the music in Splatoon 1 better than Splatoon 2. Like the current song that's playing, for example. Like, I love that opening riff. And then it just builds up. Splatoon 2 music doesn't really do that much. And honestly, I hope we get better music in Splatoon 3. Let's send off an ink strike. Right up there. Unfortunately, we couldn't get anyone with it, but at least it'll slow them down. And I completely missed that splat bomb there, but the rollers have a lot of range in this one. Or they're just much better in this game than in Splatoon 2. Because I've noticed a lot of talks about how some of the rollers were massacred. Look at how they massacred my boy. Sort of things. And that, I can't tell if Elite or Charger, but it doesn't matter because the Dynamo Roller got me again. Yikes. Another change I would like to bring up is ink mines. In Splatoon 2, ink mines damage an opposing player and tracks them. But ink mines in Splatoon 1, they do instant kill. Like, what? I'm gonna go up here and see if I can flank. I heard something. Our count has been stopped, but it doesn't matter because we won with a knockout victory. Hell yeah, dude. And if this was a turf war, we'd definitely win. $3,600 points? Really? That's a lot. And haha, I cut out a few matches where I lost. I'm not showing many losses in this video because Those matches sucked. And so did the ones that have just cut out. And news update. It's time for Moray Towers Rainmaker. In this version of the stage, I have found myself falling off a lot more than I do in Splatoon 2. There's a lot less platforms, and it's pretty different, especially in the middle. But I would say the variant for Rainmaker on this version of the map is actually more identical to its Splatoon 2 counterpart. And hello, can I please? Okay, so I started off with 62 distance left. Awesome. And I don't think I changed weapons at this point from the last rotation. But yeah, I don't think I mentioned this before, but your rank is the same throughout all ranked modes in this game, and it's not separate, so if you're A+ in Rainmaker, you're A+ in everything else. But in Splatoon 2, they're all split up. So hence why I'm like S rank in 2 modes and S+ in the other 2. And honestly, I couldn't be happier with the progress. I don't care about rank X. It's way too complicated and like way too competitive. And honestly, you can really tell that this is post-commentary because I'm not really talking about the game now, am I? Nice trade. So they have a new Sploosh-O-Matic. Let's go down. Hopefully they don't get it, and that dude just dropped right beside me. Screw you. And they got points on us but retreated. Let's send off an Ink Strike and make them lose it. Nice. That's why looking down at the gamepad is useful, because you can just tap where you want the Ink Strike to go. But then again, you need to be in a safe place. Like one where you're sure there's no enemies around, otherwise you're just gonna die. And I'm not retreating. I'm getting shit done. I was just going another way. Thanks, my dude, for splatting that guy. And that's a bad placement for a sprinkler. For me, at least. But it's fine. Let's go up. Seriously? Seriously? No one's just gonna get the drop on me? Really? Oh, someone's coming up from behind. Come on, I'm too powerful. Come on, get me! Oh, that was disappointing. To be honest, I kind of wanted to lose that match. But hey, it's a win. And a knockout victory at that. 4,100 points, jeez. Hehe, there was 69 there, but I'm now a rank 79. Let's continue. Again, Moray Towers. I switched to the Forge Splattershot Pro, which has the Inkzooka. And also best music in the game. Again. But unfortunately, since it's Moray Towers, I'm going to have to skip out on this one. I would like to take this opportunity to say fuck you to the other team. Because, obviously, they've won. Like, they're going to get the Rainmaker in overtime and making us lose. But honestly, this video was a little bit different because it was Splatoon. And honestly, I see myself doing some more of this. But with live commentary. Because this was just explaining why that I was playing Splatoon 1 in 2022. And geez, I got splattered 10 times in that match. But I've said all I wanted to say, and nice. Ending on that. But I've said all I want to say for this introductory, and I'll see you next time in Splatoon. for more ranked battles.